selanjutnya, marilah kita dengarkan paparan materi berikutnya yang akan disampaikan oleh pembicara ketiga, yaitu Mr. John van der Burg.
Thank you for coming, and thank you to Universitas Bernama for hosting this seminar. Cisco has talked a lot about the Wikimedia community from the Indonesian perspective and looking at the content contributors, the open content that most readers of the internet have seen at some point. Wikipedia. It's the main visible product of the Wikimedia organisation. Over underneath the Wikimedia products that people see on an everyday basis is a lot of open source software. Sorry, so you have the cooking order right. Yeah. So Wikimedia is one of the Google Summer of Code organisations. We provide in the order of 10 to 15 projects to Google to fund. Google funds them because they know that the ecosystem of open source helps them make money. Good quality software on the internet allows them to make their money. If the internet is full of rubbish, no one uses browsers anymore. Some other technology will take over. They want to be at the top of the game, and the way to do that is to fund the best projects. Wikimedia is, of course, one of the biggest websites in the world, and so they want to be directly involved in that. Most Wikipedia users will only ever see this little box here, the skin, the user interface of the MediaWiki software. This is JavaScript, jQuery. It is a little bit of PHP. But then as we go down the stack, we get into more and more technology that is higher end, more complex, down into very large scale internet distribution of content with proxies, with HTTP rules to ensure that the material ends up across the internet as quickly as possible, caching rules. We also have apps to try and distribute the content to people in different formats. And then over in the far corner here we have bots. Who knows what a bot is?
Ada yang tahu bot itu apa?
No. Okay. A bot is a computer program, generally that is interacting with humans in some way. That's generally what the concept is about. So you'll see them on chat services, automatically answering people's questions, and they're also on Wikipedia. They do answer questions. If you have questions, you can ask a bot. But more importantly, they do small, menial little tasks, like fixing spelling mistakes. We have bot frameworks in every programming language. Python, Pascal, C, JavaScript, etc., etc. Now, the projects that I put up in the Wikimedia organisation are in the Python language for this little box here. Python Wikipedia library, essentially. On English Wikipedia, 50% of all edits are done by a bot. They're not done by humans. 50%. On Indonesian Wikipedia, we're looking at 5 to 10%. Sorry, come closer. And this is one of the largest differences of why Indonesian Wikipedia is small and slow. Now granted, a lot of it is to do with some of the cultural issues. However, as an example, on English Wikipedia, something that most people do not realise is that a lot of the content came from the 1911 Encyclopedia Britannica. The content was imported into English Wikipedia by a bot. Articles about all of the various species in the world are all imported into English Wikipedia by a bot, creating the articles and then also fixing them, improving them, growing the articles with new information. Not every article needs to be written by a human, at least to begin with. Of course, there's richness that can be added by human writing prose, but you can also end up with a high quality information coming from out of a database, translated into prose and viewed by many people. So that is what this box here is all about. It's actually the largest component of the activity on Wikipedia here, and it's in every language. Who here is not doing information science, informatica, etc.? Is outside of that. Engineering, sciences, hard sciences. Is there anyone in the room?
Ada yang teknik mesin, teknik elektronik? Nggak ada.
No.
Luar sistem informatika atau teknik informatika ada? Kimia, biologi?
No. When we did a presentation in seminar in Samarinda, we had one gentleman who was doing psychology,